They tell you one story, a comfortable narrative, but we're here to expose what's hidden in the shadows, demanding justice, fighting for accountability. The question is, are you ready for the truth? This is The Johnny Binder Show.
Black people are being lynched in America.
Don't let anybody take your manhood. Be proud of our heritage. As somebody said earlier tonight, we don't have anything to be ashamed of. Somebody told a lie one day. They couched it in language. They made everything black, ugly, and evil. Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. It's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white. It's always something pure, high, and clean. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
Welcome to the Johnny Binder Show, everyone. Just want to let you know that the views and opinions expressed by guests and clips presented on this program are their own and do not represent the views of the Johnny Binder Show. The content provided is for informational and commentary purposes only. The show makes no claims of veracity or independent verification. Therefore, viewer discretion is advised. And also, y'all, a trigger warning. We will be showing some sensitive material during this episode, so guard your minds and your hearts. So tonight's episode is Lynching Didn't End, It Changed. So we're going to talk about some things that are uncomfortable, because lynching in America didn't simply end. Like I said, it changed from the rope and the mob to questions about what happens when bias, public pressure, power, and the justice system collide. Tonight, we look at Karmelo Anthony and the claim of a judicial lynching and the fight over what happens next in court. Then we also continue demanding answers for Nolan Wells as his family prepares to mark what should have been his 19th birthday tomorrow. 19 on the 19th. Two cases, two very different stories, but one haunting question. When the system is supposed to deliver justice, what happens when the system itself becomes the question? But before we go any further, we begin the way we always do, by centering ourselves in faith. So now we're going to go to prayer and a positive word, and the next voice you hear will be from our minister. Amen. So as we move from the prayer into tonight's conversation, we do want to take a moment to refresh, reflect, and reset, and remember the responsibility we all carry to stand for truth, justice, and one another. So here we go, fam.
We are calling on the God of David, the God who fights battles we cannot see. So don't stay silent. Open your mouth. Pray with authority. Pray like your life depends on it. Oh Lord, my God, contend with those who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against my destiny. Stand up for me, Jehovah Gibber, the mighty man of war. Take hold of shield and buckler. Rise up as my divine defender. Lift your spear and block the path of every enemy pursuing me. And speak speak to my soul right now. I am your salvation. Father, you see what nobody else sees. You see the silent battles. You see the tears I hide. You see the pressure I carry. You see the spiritual attacks that don't have names. So today, Lord, step into my situation. Interrupt every evil cycle. Break every hidden chain. Destroy every unseen opposition. Every person, every spirit, every force that is fighting me without cause. Let them be put to shame now. Confusion locate them. Let fear enter their camp. Let every plan they created in darkness collapse in the light of your power. Lord, according to Psalm 35, let the angel of the Lord pursue them. Let divine winds scatter them like dust. Let their path become dark and slippery. Let them fall suddenly. Let their own traps catch them. Every pit dug for me, turn it back. Every arrow sent to destroy me, go back to the sender. In the mighty name of Jesus, every attack on my mind, every attack on my peace, every attack on my finances, every attack on my health, every attack on my calling, I refuse to be overwhelmed. I refuse to be delayed. I refuse to be destroyed. Father, they hated me without reason. They spoke against me without truth. They gathered against me without cause. Even when I prayed for them, even when I showed love, even when I stayed silent, they still fought me. But today, you fight for me.
Dear God, I thank you for waking me up this morning. God, I ask that you give me the strength to be more vigilant. When I see a disaster coming from a mile away, sometimes I wait until I'm only a few feet away to prepare for the disaster. God, I ask that you give me the strength and the vigilance to prepare now, but also the strength and the vigilance and the discipline to prepare for the blessings. Because I see so many so close and it's in arm's reach. I know what I have to do, and I know I can't do it alone. I know I'm gonna have to make some sacrifices. I know I'm gonna have to say no to some things that I wanna say yes to. I know I'm gonna have to let some calls ring that I wanna answer. So God, I need you to protect me. And I also need you to prepare me. Amen.
Happen overnight, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you know you're gonna take yourself on a ride that's very, very uncomfortable. I think it's just about being committed to the work, you know, appreciating it, you know, when it's good and not stressing too bad when it's bad, just appreciating the work and staying focused on showing up every day. You're gonna lay in the bed you make. You're not gonna get away with nothing in terms of the energy. The energy is always gonna return to you. So when you just living in this cycle of being negative all day and just putting out negativity and that's the only energy you putting out, it's gonna return to you in different form than you put it out in. So I would just say, you know, master your energy. Do your best to master your energy and what you put out, you know, and unless that's what you want, you know, because you entitled to whatever you want to create, whatever experience you want to create for yourself. But if you're tired of that shit, adjust the energy. You know what I mean? As best you can. Adjust what you wake up thinking and what you say. And then lastly, what you do.
We declare our rank on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being,
to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
To come behind a man of this power and this strength, let me stop and say to the people coming on TikTok, we love you. And all the Facebook people, YouTube, we love you. Malcolm is one of the most powerful speakers ever in the history of time. If you name 5 of them, he'll be in it. Powerful with the wisdom and the knowledge. We talking about lynching didn't end, it changed. So again, ladies and gentlemen, with all due respect, he's a powerful man. And the teachings helped him get there. And it was powerful how the minister, Honorable Louis, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, trained him and taught him. And this guy, mother went through so much, 20-some years, I think, in prison. And he came out and all the children was waiting on him, fighting for her, because she wouldn't give her children up to CPS. She's a powerful woman. His wife, Betty, everything he did, all the mosques he opened up in America, the great work he did. I honor him, I salute him. Thank you, Malcolm. I pray people hear you, brother. We're having a problem today. Lynching didn't end. It changed. It's a sad situation in 2026 when we look at all our people being hung again, knowing it's the Ku Klux Klans, knowing it's the skinheads and the Proud Boys, and any other group in that perspective that's wicked, animalistic, and work directly for the devil. And the President of the United States of America have not said one damn thing about one damn hanging. What they tell you? So this is what we facing. Mississippi, the racist state of the United States. Over 2,000 unsolved lynchings in Mississippi. And the governor been there 6 years and he ain't said one word. And all the hangers they went through, the lady say, nothing happened. Nothing happened. They unalived themselves. This is the buffoonery and the foolishness. And we in 2026, and these people are still disrespecting our wives, our women, and our children, and hanging our little girl. And we gonna have to organize where we can catch them, and tie their ass up. We're gonna do what's right. Call, if they don't do nothing, we won't whoop them. And call the police. Come get them. Take the picture when we catch them. When we keep the evidence. But you gotta remember, we're still in Mississippi. So we're gonna take all evidence. We're going on neighborhood watch. We're gonna be better than Zimmerman because he made a major mistake with Trayvon Martin. We gonna give justice, but we gonna catch y'all trying to unalive our people. There's gonna be thousands of us there, Air Force, Navy, Marines. They'll be training hundreds of thousands of children, put in every state of the United States. We can't depend on the government or the police, so we gonna do it ourselves. We're gonna have neighborhood police, and we got enough millionaires and billionaires to give us an account where we can pay these brothers $25 to $50 an hour. And our people worth it. You give all that money to Israel, they don't give a damn about us and controlling you. So we're going to take our money and give it to our youth and our Army and Air Force and Marines and Navy to them so they can train and teach our children that way, Master. Never thought you'd make us mobilize, but you did. We're going to stop you from putting a rope around our people's neck. Jesus said, suffer the children, forbid them not, let them come unto you, to me. And if you hurt one of these, you'd rather put a milestone around your neck and be thrown in the deepest sea. So a bunch of y'all gonna get milestone around y'all neck. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Jesus you say you love. Not that one with the blue eyes and blonde hair. That's not him. That's Michelangelo's cousin, Larry. Yeah. The real Jesus got hair like lamb wool, feet like burnished brass, eyes like burnished fire. Think right, count me in front of Florida, but I'm for my people, making sure we all safe. Thank you. I'm gonna put my number out there tonight so we all can come together. I want the professional people to help me stop this buffoonery and foolishness. Thank you. May God bless you. Thank you for that message. I needed that. And you, TikTok, Facebook, all of us got to come together. They done forced our hand. You'll hear some stuff tonight where women asking us, will we protect them? Will we stand for them? We in 2026, say lynching didn't end. It changed. Let's go.
Again, welcome to the Johnny Binder Show, everyone. If you're watching on any of our platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, or you're leaving listening on our partner stations like Kingdom Culture Radio, welcome, everyone. And be sure to hit that like, subscribe button, make a comment, not because of just us, but to keep these stories alive and in the algorithm. We always talk about what we can do to make a change, fam. And it takes a few seconds to hit a like button. It takes a few seconds to hit thumbs up. Drop us a comment, share your thoughts. All of that engagement, believe it or not, keeps the algorithm flowing so that these stories stay top of mind. So again, welcome. Tonight's show, the subject is lynching didn't end, it changed. And we're going to cover various forms of lynching, including judicial lynching. But across this country right now, there are families asking questions about deaths they don't believe have been fully explained. These communities are questioning whether investigations were thorough. There are defendants and their supporters arguing that race, public pressure, and unequal treatment influence what happened inside a courtroom. So these are cases that are getting national attention, and others are barely making the news. And it is these others that I want to focus on right now. Minister?
I was thinking, you own it. Yeah, me looking straight up.
Oh, well, thank you for the prayer. Okay, so we're going to extend those prayers to these families that we're getting ready to talk about. I'm going to let my little avatar join you on stage. There we go.
Speaking, 1 minute. The sister speaking name is Catherine Mills. She out of Fort Worth. She is the producer, COO, and partner. So that's who she is. And if you want to speak to her, you can call that number. No problem. Thank you. And she'll put up the thing we need tonight, where we keep on expanding. She'll put it up for us over with. Let's get started.
Okay, so this is one case that we both found interesting. Thank you for sharing this with us, Minister. And again, many questions, not enough answers.
A new breaking case coming out of Jackson, Mississippi. 15-year-old Chloe was last seen on July 17th on the 1300 block of Forest Avenue. On July 18th, Chloe was reported missing to the Jackson Police Department. According to the reports, Capitol Police responded on July 20th around 8:30 a.m. to a woman inside of a park who had a gunshot wound to the head. Turns out it was Chloe. Capitol Police stated that on arriving to the scene, there was no way for them to identify the woman who was in the park. And today she was confirmed through DNA analysis. Right now, there is a homicide investigation going on in the case of Chloe. Police are saying that it looks like Chloe was targeted and this could have been someone she knows. Anyone with any information can contact the Mississippi Capitol Police. I will leave the number inside of the comment section in case anyone knows something or saw something. Let's get the word out. Let's find out who did this to Chloe.
Again, rest in peace, Chloe. Our condolences to your family.
Beautiful baby, man.
Yes. And we'll keep pressing and we'll keep monitoring this story and give you updates, fam. There's so much going out there in the algorithm, so much bad news. But the thing is, God is still in control. God is still in control. So God bless you, Chloe McDowell. We'll keep this story top of mind. Now, this next story that we're going to...
Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
To the mother of Chloe, we love you. I hope you see our number on here, 281-896-8215. Want you to get in touch with us. We'd like to do a 30-minute prayer visual on this thing, praying for you and giving you, amen, you are so right, my dear. Justice will be served. Thank you. Thank you, Rosa. A lot of people is going to go with us. About 80% of the people in America going with us, man. This has to stop, and it has to stop now. And I'm going to help get the right people down there and give justice. Neighborhood, security. So again, ladies and gentlemen, to my sister Chloe's mother, I don't know your name, we love you. We can't feel your pain, but my son was gunned down 13 times. So I know it's a hurt, it's a pain. You have to thank God immediately. I'm just so glad that God unalived himself, because I don't know if I could have took it. So God protected me in the buffoonery and foolishness. And he was a lawyer. That's the cold part. So Chloe, we love you, your mother, your father, and the people that love you. And that I pray that we find these people the way they done you, and they done you bad. So may God bless your mother and your father and the people that love you. And we'll lift your name up for the rest of this year. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And we have another name that we need to lift up. I remember this story from earlier this year because it happened during graduation season. And I need to check to see if there were any updates on if they caught a suspect in this case or not. But the mama in the case broke my heart. Here we go.
Anybody talking about the fact that an 18-year-old boy, Marcavius Rump, on Mother's Day weekend, he was found shot, burnt, body cut into pieces. That's something that should be getting national coverage, and it's not. So they're saying on Thursday, May 7th, the last time Marcavius was seen was when he was getting into a car with his friend. They drove off, and after that, they didn't see him anymore. They got information that Marcavius was hurt. They went to the police. The police did not want to search for Marcavius. So, of course, being his mother, hearing that something happened with your child, what does she do? She goes to look for Marcavius. It takes her 5 days to find Marcavius. Mind you, the police were not trying to help this family when they needed them the most. This woman was searching for her son in a muddy, wooded area on Mother's Day. Then on the Monday after Mother's Day, her worst nightmare. They found Marcavius burnt, shot, body dismembered, and they still don't know who did this. Listen to the pain in this lady's voice.
But they got to pay all of them.
This is sad, man.
Everybody that's involved, I want them to pay for my son. I looked for 5 days for my son with no help from the Eufaula Police Department. No help. Me and my family in the rain on Mother Days. I walked around through woods.
Then Monday, in a muddy wooded area off of White Oak Church Road, their search ended in horror.
They basically burnt my baby, shot my baby, burnt them up and chopped them up.
And you were the one that found?
Yes.
Damn. And again, this is proof that when black families have tragic situations, America gets quiet. Pay attention.
So I was, fam, looking at an update on this story. So the good news, if it tore me up Mother's Day. Can you imagine, y'all? Mother's Day? My heart goes out to Marcavius's mom. God bless you, my sister. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I pray for peace for you and your family, peace and comfort. But we, as we look at this case, one 19-year-old Josiah McKinney has been charged with the murder, unaliving, abuse of a corpse, and evidence tampering. But police themselves say more arrests could be coming. Marcavius's family believes others were involved. As of tonight, we have not found confirmation of another arrest. So the question remains, who else, if anyone, was involved, and will his family have the full story? So, yeah, I have to leave it there, Minister. But we'll keep monitoring for new arrest or court developments in this case.
You know, me and you had this case about 3-4 weeks ago.
No, actually, this is a different young man. This is in
That's the one ran to the police department?
Yeah, no, this is a different one. This one just happened in May. This is Eufaula, Alabama, is where this case happens. The one that you're speaking of happened in Mississippi.
My God, boy, this is cold. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to put our men on a neighborhood watch. We got to clean up our gangbangers and all of them. We got to get our Marines, our Air Force, our Navy and Army all together. And we got hundreds of thousands of them. And we need them to train our young men how to carry, how to work out, how to respect, and never do anything. Stay within the law and the neighborhood watch. And my sister trying to work with the governor because we're trying to get him out of there. We'll try the chief of police. We know all of them ain't no good, but we're going to let them know that when we catch them, we're going to take a picture of them, we'll catch them with the rope, and they're going to be prosecuted felony. Yeah, we're going to catch them. So we're going to have to put a lot of people there and start in Mississippi, Chicago, and come toward back Houston. So we love you. We apologize to you, mother, for your handsome baby. We sympathize, but I have empathy also. I've been there, done that. So we love you. May God bless you. And to lose your beautiful child over nothing, over some buffoonery and foolishness. So we thank you. We love you at the Johnny Binder Show, which is God's show. We solution-based. We don't do the gossip and the backbiting and swinging and banging and gossiping and dry snitching and all the stupid stuff. We solution-based. So we appreciate you. May God bless you. May God keep you. Go to God and give him all your heavy laden. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen, Minister. Thank you. And so now we're going to examine another case where a young man was found hanging. The video says tree, but I believe it was a parking garage in North Carolina. And that would have happened this week.
Because TikTok picking up everything you say. Now, who is this?
We'll get his name. This I was saying. It's a young man that was found unalived in a parking garage in North Carolina.
A young man, unalived, 19, in a garage.
I didn't say 19, Minister. I don't know if they gave his age, but we'll find out more. Here we go.
My gangsters in North Carolina tap in. There was a black man found hanging in y'all city yesterday, and they did it at the Caribbean Festival. I'm in the streets all day, every day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. But niggas is getting hung broad day at parties. I guess being a gangster only implies when it's time to hurt your own people, because y'all clearly ain't helping y'all own streets stay safe. But y'all do whatever with this video, man. Like, comment, share.
Now, Minister, I played that because that reminds me of something you said, that we need Black men to show up and protect the community. But are they properly equipped to even know how to do that now? I know in the civil rights era, it was like prominent.
Yes, man, we have enough service people and retired, over 1 million of them, and we're going to get a 1-800 number where they can call in. And we're going to go through and get the best one to train our people. And we're going to try to get most people right down there in Mississippi, outside Mississippi, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and stuff like that, where we can train up and be on the neighborhood watch. We have to do it. They never going to honor and respect us. Always treat us like animals, even though we their mother and their father. All life come from the Black woman. So genetically, we not their mother and father. I mean, but by birth, we're not their mother and father, but genetically we are. All life come from the Black man and the Black woman. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a shame. And we have to do something about it. And we need to start immediately so we can help save people's lives. And that's what it's about. So we're going to be training young men and taking the people already qualified. We're going to raise millions of dollars. We're going to pay them $25 to $50 an hour because their whole life changed, and then saving our women and our children. Crip started that way, continuing revolution in progress. So we have to come together now. And if we don't, they're going to keep unaliving our people with a rope, and we're going to stop it. May God bless you.
Okay. Well, before we transition into remembering those who have been unalived by lynching, or as they want me to say, unalived by alleged lynching, I want to cover a case that comes close to home in Houston, but made national news. Don't know if you guys remember a police officer a Houston police officer, by the name of Ashley Gonzalez. She was fired from the force when she was caught making a lot of racial slurs against Black folks in one of her Instagram posts. And they were saying at first that there were no cases that she was working on that were tied to her that could have unfairly indicted or had unfair mistreatment of us in the judicial system, like court cases that she testified in. Anyway, we got an update. Check this out.
So, y'all remember this?
You might remember this officer's 2-minute rant that made its rounds on social media. 13 Investigates learned from her suspension letter that Gonzalez posted this to her personal Instagram account after the DA's office told us that she was not linked to any cases. And we found dozens of cases Gonzalez was listed in, and we sent a list of 10 over to the DA's office. After we sent that list over, They searched again, and they did find cases leading to the Brady notices that were sent out. District Attorney's Office confirmed to 13 Investigates that they've already issued 75 Brady notices in pending cases tied to Ashley Gonzalez. They intend to issue about 100 more this week.
Keep in mind, a Brady file being filed within a case doesn't mean that something's been done incorrectly or that she did something wrong. It just notifies the lawyers that, hey, you need to look into this again. And how did they miss so many cases that Ashley Gonzalez was a part of when they did the Brady notice within the system? Apparently, there was a glitch in the search engine. Okay. Whatever you guys want us to believe.
There we go. We got glitches and lynchings, y'all. Thank you, creator. Glitches and lynchings. So yeah, that's where we are with that. So now, like she was saying, the lawyers involved in those cases can go back and look at the testimony or her involvement in the case to see if their clients were treated fairly or if there could be a different outcome. Minister?
Yes, ma'am. You said a different outcome.
I did. All righty. So, fam, we're going to move on. Before we transition into Nolan Wells' update and Karmelo Anthony's update, I did want to go back just so that we understand what a critical space we're in when it comes to our people being unalived by lynching. The numbers are growing. The numbers are growing, y'all. But let's check this out.
I need you to sit with this number for a second. Raynard Johnson, Mississippi, 2000. Otis Bird, Mississippi, 2015. Lennon Lacey, North Carolina, 2014. Trey Reed, Mississippi, 2025. Kyle Basinga, Georgia, 2026. Almost every single one of these cases ruled suicide. Some within days. Some before a full investigation ever happened. Families reporting broken bones, bound hands, feet touching the ground. And still, case closed. One civil rights organization found at least 70 suspected modern-day lynchings across 7 southern states since 2000. Just in the Deep South. 20 of them in Mississippi alone. And we all know who's from Mississippi that just was found unalived. Nolan Wells. So I have to ask, if this were happening to any other group of Americans in this concentration, in this pattern, would the FBI still be sitting on the sidelines? We're told this is one of the hardest hate crimes to prove. Black people aren't tying nooses and hanging themselves to trees. Not to mention the broken bones, feet on the ground. How's this happening? This isn't about assuming every ruling is wrong. It's about asking why the pattern itself isn't the investigation. It's about asking why these families have to hire their own forensic pathologists just to get a second opinion on their own child's death, as in the Nolan Wells case. They're hiring someone to do the autopsy outside of Mississippi. Black people in America have never been protected at the same standard as everyone else. This is just the latest proof. Say their names. Gerard Jackson, Tonae Miller, Juliana Nzita, Kai James, Denoris Richardson, Roy Veal, Clarence Otis Cole, Nick Naylor, Gregory Johnson, Frederick Jermaine Carter, Marco McMillan, Ben Cada, Philip Carroll, Sandra Bland, Willie Andrew Jones Jr., T.T. Gully, Malcolm Harsh, Dominic Alexander, Robert Fuller, Emmanuel Kildea, Omari Bryant, Leon Hayes, Trayvonte Schubert Helton, Javion McGee, or Javi, Denoris Richardson, Earl Smith, Tori Medley. Share this Push for the DOJ to review these cases as a pattern, not one by one. Support organizations already doing this work, because right now they're doing the job the federal government won't.
We all have to do our part, fam. And again, and I know you get tired of content creators saying like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe, share. That is all you really have to do at the bare minimum. At the bare minimum, fam, to keep these stories alive and relevant and in the algorithm. It is so very important. It is crucial because they watch this. They're watching to see what is trending. And if we are not supporting our own stories, then they won't. So at the minimum, take a few seconds, like, subscribe, share. Not because we want to be popping our show, not for our popularity, but to keep these stories alive. So I come off my soapbox, Minister. Comments?
That's all good. Carl Ferris is one of the greatest young men. Came home from prison. Him and his wife were successful. He helped a lot of people. He's a great minister. Call me immediately on 281-896-8215 and send me your number where I send you the link where you come on the show. We're talking about lynching don't end, it changed. So I don't need you over here. I need you over here on the TV. 281-896. Oh, I see your number right here. Carl Ferris. Okay, here it is. All right, Carl, I'm going to send you the link. Hit the link and you'll come on.
Okay, and I had started playing this clip right at the top of the show. So we'll check it out.
Black people are being lynched in America. It's happening all over the South. And when law enforcement shows up and finds another black body hanging from a tree, they say, oh, it was a suicide. It's not suicide. It's white supremacists murdering black people. More specifically, it's white people murdering black people. In a Hollywood movie, you might hope to see the FBI show up, blanket the area with agents, track down the white supremacists, and bring justice to these murdered people. But Kash Patel, his FBI doesn't give a damn. And Donald Trump's Department of Justice? Well, not only do they not give a damn, they approve of it. So I just have one question for white people. How much longer are you going to let your silence about this make it continue? How much longer are you going to let this monstrosity in the White House murder innocent people, murder immigrants, murder citizens, murder black people, murder little girls in schools in Iran? How much longer?
I knew that one would get your attention, Minister.
The man is speaking the truth. I sent that to you. The man is speaking the truth. Carl, come over, hit the link, and you'll come over here. You're coming
Here
in.
He is.
There he is. Mr. Ferris, thank you. I don't know if you've seen that tape, and she don't like changing them, but she's going to have to play this one again because I want you to speak on it. Producer, please play that one more time, but Mr. Ferris can see where we're at. We're talking about lynching didn't end the change. What we're going to do, we're putting 10,000 men in Mississippi. They'll be transferring. They'll have these are experienced men. These ain't no thugs. These are experienced men out the Navy, the Air Force, the Army. We cannot wait on the government. We cannot wait on the mayor, the chief police. They don't give a damn. If the president ain't said one word, all these hangings, he ain't said one word. So we have to protect our wives, our women, and our children, and we can do a neighborhood system. It's legal. We watching the neighborhood, and we are acting out as security, neighborhood security, and we're going to do it. It's not even a maybe. We're not going to keep sitting there and letting them hang our children. So let me let you hear what this white man said about his people.
I heard it.
Did you see? But you didn't see it.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
I want you to see it play, baby.
Black people are being lynched in America. It's happening all over the South. And when law enforcement shows up and finds another black body hanging from a tree, they say, oh, it was a suicide. It's not suicide. It's white supremacists murdering black people. More specifically, it's white people murdering black people. In a Hollywood movie, you might hope to see the FBI show up, blanket the area with agents, track down the white supremacists, and bring justice to these murdered people. But Kash Patel, his FBI doesn't give a damn. And Donald Trump's Department of Justice? Well, not only do they not give a damn, they approve of it. So I just have one question for white people. How much longer are you going to let your silence about this make it continue? How much longer are you going to let this monstrosity in the White House murder innocent people, murder immigrants, murder citizens, murder black people, murder little girls in schools in Iran? How much longer?
Ooh-wee. My God. Mr. Ferris, you couldn't have came on at a better time. He about 6'4", 6'5", y'all. And tall, he's strong, he wise. He been there, done that. But I want to put Carl on a platform where he can be let go. You can't hold a champion down and every month, and not let him speak. So I'm gonna give him a platform here. I'm gonna give him a platform on Gloves Up, Guns Down. I'm gonna make him a pastor at the church, my hip hop church, and turn around. We open up, Carl, because I love your mother, your sister, your family, and your wife. We open up, here come Marcus, here comes She's Happy Hair. So we open up a thing called Solution. Bring Marcus on, baby.
I got it.
Solution for Real Relationships. Solution for Real Relationship. Marcus, we can't see you. The glare ain't letting us see you. Solution, get your light right. Solution for Real Relationships. And that show gonna go crazy because in 5 years, 89% of the people divorced, and the people that's dating don't last a year. We have a lot of mental health going on, and we got domestic violence going on because it trickled down from the top. A man with 34 felonies ain't got no business being no president, but the law of America is not for the people. Democracy is democratis, the rule of the devil. That's how he got in. Because if Jesus Christ was here, he wouldn't follow democracy. David wouldn't follow it. Josiah, Zephaniah, Mecca, Daniel, Moses, Aaron, none of them would follow democracy. Democracy means the rule of the devil. If the men of God was here, Jesus Christ was here, Muhammad, Moses, if they was here, they would follow theocracy, the rule of God. So the government ain't the rule of God. They couldn't be the rule of God and let Donald Trump in with 34 felons. And when you got one felon, you can't even get an apartment. So again, 21% of black men voted for this wild man that Israel is controlling. You understand? Israel controlling him. He's a puppet and a robot. Yeah, and Johnny Biden said that, sir. Call me to the White House. I can come debate with you right there, and you won't win. So again, he's coming down. He's coming down. The God I know, the God of Isaac, Jacob, yeah, that God, and Moses, and Abraham, David, and me, and you, is coming down. He done hurt too many people. God is upset. And what they're doing in Mississippi, over 20 of them been unalive just there out of the 70 in 5 years. This is crazy. The name of the show today, Lynching Didn't End. It changed. Mr. Ferris, you can speak.
Well, I mean, I've been enjoyed the show. I watch you all a lot, and I really don't make a lot of comments, but it's really sad. You know, you look at commentary and videos concerning lynchings back in the 1800s and during slavery times. No one would ever think that in the 21st century that it would still be happening. And when you hear it happening or hear about it happening, it's almost unbelievable that it can still be going on. And like you said, no one's really doing anything about it. So you forming a task force to address this issue, it's huge. And we need more people like yourself looking into things like this, because otherwise they'll just go unnoticed. And like the guy who's on the boat with with those white people, and they're trying to cover that up. So it's just a lot going on in our country that we need some type of real justice, somebody who's stand up like yourself and just do something about it. Like you said, putting a task force together and some guys together and going out in Mississippi and Alabama, some of these red states, and just kind of standing up, arming themselves as well, because you said it is definitely legal.
Yeah.
And I think it'll work. I think it'll get somebody's attention.
Yeah, all of them gonna be legal gun holders. All of them. Yeah, I'm not putting nobody out to get hurt. We're not gonna hurt nobody. We neighborhood watch. It's legal. We're gonna give the chief of police all their names. They can do their background. Everybody's legit. They come out of Army, Air Force, Marines. Okay, anytime we bring the children, if we bring the children on, when I say the children, some of the younger people, we'll bring them on only after they qualify. Okay, some of them be security, but they gotta be qualified, because we don't want nobody out there unaliving nobody. Right. We want to catch them, tie them up, okay, and take the picture of them with the rope. If Mississippi chief of police or the mayor don't do justice, then we'll take it in our hands where we can take it national. So whoever get caught with a rope, whoever get caught with a rope, and we're gonna catch them, because they've been lying, saying we walk around with a rope in our back pocket, and so they take the rope out of our back pocket. So one of the girls, they hung her so high, brother Marcus and Carl, that they had to go get a fire truck, one of them 30 things way up in there. And when they got the girl down, she had been up there 3-4 days, and they had a chain around her neck, not a rope. So all her neck was eaten up.
Wow.
Yeah. So let me say this to the world. We not racist. Everything come from us. We the original man and woman. Dr. Milton Leakey, the Mendel Law proved, and the ISIS paper, that all life come from Africa. The Caucasian people only been here 6,000 years. They got a lady in Berkeley, California, 2 million old, named Lucy, which is the wrong name. Then they got another one in Ethiopia, 6 million years old. They ain't been here but 6 days, 6,000 years. So everything came from us. So again, brother, we not like that. But we are not going to allow. I'm just going to show you some tapes where some women is asking us to protect them. You got thousands of women now coming on TV asking where the black men. We have a right to protect our wife, our women, and our children. That right comes from God. I don't have to ask Donald Trump, Abby, Pat. I don't need that. As long as you right, God is going to stand with you. And that's why I'm so powerful. I'm not powerful. God powerful in me. I'm bold because God in me. It ain't Johnny Binder. I'm more powerful now than when I was a fool working for the devil. Because whatever I say now, God going to bring it to pass. I have 13,000 angels around me. And I want to give you a platform, brother, because people use me and you in these churches. And these churches ain't saying nothing but putting Christmas trees in there. You don't need that. You're a warrior. You're a warrior. You need a platform where you can speak 2-3 times a week and millions of people are going to listen to you, because I listen to you. You are wise. You've been through a lot. And I love your beautiful mother. She did a great job with you. So again, brother, you need to be here with us. Charlemagne got $200 million in 5 years for his show, but he's been up 15, 16 years. We've been up 1 year, 2 months. We shopping now for $10 or $20 million. We got Marcus. Marcus made $100 million from 2012 to now. So we got some powerful people on this show. And I'm just telling you, here come another one, Eric Carr. But we got some powerful, powerful people. But again, sir, this is your time. Ain't nobody muffling you no more. You're a man of God. I'm going to give you a position and a paycheck. So this way you need to be. Ain't no big I live you. I love you. And I tell the world I love you because you love God and you love your people. You got a voice. You got wisdom and knowledge. You need to be heard. All that sitting in the back and one man up there talking and ain't saving no life. They teach, but they're teaching out of order. You got to teach today what's effective. Jesus said, do not cut a tree out the wood that deck with silver and gold. It's the work of a cunning man. I said, don't follow their ways, or they custom, they brutish and foolish. So every year they putting them trees in the church. That's why I left. I can't do that. Easter eggs and all that. Eating beef and pork and all that. High blood, kidney failure, diabetes, teeth falling out their mouth. Our teeth ain't made to eat that junk. Daniel, ain't no Daniel fast, no 21 days. Where that come from? So all this is made up lies, man. So again, Daniel told the king, I will not eat your meat. He didn't say for 21 days. So, and the men said, the king said, well, give us 10 days. 10 days was 10 months. When they came back, they was fat and overweight. Everybody was at CVS and Walgreens. And Daniel man was strong and powerful. Yes. I ain't had no meat in 28 years. Look at me, baby. Come on, man. No sickness. I ain't at CVS, Walgreens, nothing. So again, your health is your wealth. Ain't no sense of making a lot of money. I got diabetes. I got high blood. I got cancer. And black man leading it hard to eat for that old greasy chimichurri chicken and Chick-fil-A with 50 man-made ingredients. I went viral on Chick-fil-A, 2-point-some million people. And then Popeye, 37 degrees. Brother, they are taking our life mouth.
That's true.
Not with a gunshot, a food shot. Your health is your wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, black men, everybody, stop taking a dead animal, put in a live body. If you put death into life, God is in you. You killing the God, you unaliving the God that's in you. God ain't in no sky. All you pastors telling that lie. Look up in the sky, he up there. You're a damn lie. He in us. Greater is he than you, and he is the world. We got the God is the supreme being. Is he not? Is he not? Okay. If God's the supreme being, you the human being. So the being is the B-E-I-N-G. God put his essence in you. So God is in you, Carl. When you look in the mirror, God is in you. The day God ain't in you, you won't be alive. Because God is the life giver. So when we eating bad food, ain't like when a pregnant woman eating bad food, it affect the baby. When we eat bad food, it affect God. Uh-oh. So we messing up God and ourselves at the same time. And God saying, can you please change your diet? Can you stop eating hog maws and chitlins and the pork chops and the Whataburger and Fat Burger and Burger King? What's his name? McDonald's got 13,000 McDonald's. And we don't know what that junk is.
That's true.
So again, brother, our health is our wealth. Lynching didn't end. It changed. Come on, let's show him some other stuff. This is a wonderful brother, Cat. You're going to love him. He is wonderful. He's my personal friend. And I'll go all over the world with him. Let's go.
Well, welcome to the show, Mr. Carl. Thank you for joining us. And, happy to know that you'll be coming back to join us as well.
Yes.
So y'all were talking about solutions, and I just wanted to just play a couple of short videos before we do our Nolan Wells update, and then we will go from there. So these are some solutions that come from Brother Malcolm X, Dr. Umar, and one of our Instagram content creators. So here we go.
Hanging us from trees again. The action that's supposed to happen is that we are immediately supposed to get organized to secure our communities. Neighborhood Watch is a legal action. We could do that, but we won't. And they know we won't, which is why it is open season on Black people in America. Because of our collective unwillingness to take action to protect our communities, to build real infrastructure separate and apart from their systemically racist ones, our inaction is the reason that this violence against our community continues. But nobody wants to have that conversation because you'd rather find excuses to be divided, whether it's colorism, sexism, homophobia, religious beliefs, bonnets and do-rags. Come on. Every week it's another excuse dividing the Black community. And every week we hear about our enemy taking one of us out, and there is no accountability.
Man, play that again. Play it again. The world needs to see it. Come on, play it again. Oh, somebody come in, mute the phone.
Okay.
Play it again.
The world just saw it.
I want to see it again.
You want to see it again, but the world just saw it.
It's firing me up. It's firing me up. Play it again. I love you. Thank you.
This is the last replay. This is your last coin.
Thank you, producer.
They're hanging us from trees again. The action that's supposed to happen is that we are immediately supposed to get organized to secure our communities. Neighborhood Watch is a legal action. We could do that, but we won't. And they know we won't, which is why it is open season on Black people in America. Because of our collective unwillingness to take action to protect our communities, to build real infrastructure separate and apart from their systemically racist ones, our inaction is the reason that this violence against our community continues. But nobody wants to have that conversation because you'd rather find excuses to be divided, whether it's colorism, sexism, homophobia, religious beliefs, bonnets and do-rags. Come on. Every week it's another excuse dividing the Black community. And every week we hear about our enemy taking one of us out, and there is no accountability.
My God. My God. Mr. Ferris, do you understand now how cold we are? Mr. Ferris, ain't nobody doing this but us. We over 30-something million, brother, in 12 months. Brother, thousands of people come see us. We solution-based. They've been looking for, they don't want no more shows wilding out, fighting, and everybody sleep with each other, wife and husband, and stabbing each other, fighting, throwing wine. People sick of that old junk. They sick of that. They want some truth. They need something they can hold on to where they can feel wholesome. Women looking for men like me and you, where we can be their big brothers till they get them a husband. They want somebody to be able to train and teach their children. This is about God, man. This is where the work at. The work ain't in no church. We the church. That's a building we go to. And the pastors don't understand. How in the hell we got 400,000 churches? We don't have no banks, no credit union, no finance company.
That's true.
Sunday morning disco, style show, and a political horse center each and every. I don't want no more of that. I don't want no more. The real pastors, they'll come on here with us. They can keep their church and start teaching the right thing in the church. If you ain't got no more Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Denmark Vesey, Gabriel Prosser, where that? Booker T. Washington. You in the church 25, 30 years, and you ain't built nobody in there? You mean you don't talk that long, and you ain't had nobody develop into something? I can teach in 30 days and develop, really 30 minutes. So again, yeah, I got a bunch of development. I got a bunch of warriors. So again, that's why God, I look down there and seeing your name. I said, oh, I want to put you on the show. You don't need to be there. Brother, you are powerful. If I say that, it's real. You can't say that because it'd be braggadocious. You're powerful. And it's your time, brother. You tell your wife, you are going to save lives. And God
save lives.
God is going to bless you. I know your wife. God is going to bless you tremendously. Last time I was at George Russell's thing, she was there, right? Right. Till I say I love her. May God bless her. May
love you, babe.
I love you, beautiful. And I'm so glad you're in love with my brother. And he's in love with you. And we love both of y'all. And your husband is going to be speaking all over the world to save lives.
Yep. I'm ready.
You deserve it. You deserve it. It'll come up once a month, once a year. Man, please stop all that. Let's go, baby. Show it.
Okay, so we're going to go a throwback because there are two schools of thought. One is going to be represented by Malcolm X and the other one by Dr. Umar. So let's check this out.
If you're not willing to fight for a change, then don't expect a change to occur. It's never going to happen. Marching and singing never change a thing. It just shows them you're miseducated. And you sit back and say when they get tired, they'll go home. Real change comes with a price, and you fight for it. Look at history.
We can't hear it.
They marched and fought and sang after they won, not before.
You can't hear it? Carl, you couldn't hear that?
There's no sound.
You might have to leave, go back out, and come back in.
Go out and come back in. Carl, go out, come back in.
Okay,
if you're not willing to fight for a change, then don't expect a change to occur. It's never going to happen. Marching and singing never change a thing. It just shows them you're miseducated. And you sit back and say when they get tired, they'll go home. Real change comes with a price, and you fight for it. Look at history. They marched and fought and sang after they won, not before.
Carl, did you hear it then? I think you're talking to his wife.
Okay, so Minister, we have that, and now we'll go to Dr. Umar.
Insinuate that Nolan's life was taken because I do not believe he accidentally.
That's not the one I wanted. Anyway, and I have it. It was the one where Dr. Umar was saying that our men need to organize. Oh my gosh. Well, y'all, fam, I had so many to download. I think I may have omitted that one.
Doing good. Wake up.
But nevertheless, I think that is a great transition. Still the same. So we need to transition over into Nolan Wells anyway. If I find that other clip, I would definitely play it.
If he drowned, he was forcibly drowned. And we'll get to that in a minute. If Nolan drowned, he was forcibly drowned. He did not accidentally drown. He was a great swimmer. Miss me with the nonsense. That boy did not drown. If he drowned, it was by force.
Indeed, it would have been. And Minister, I know you have some strong comments on that. I know Dr. Umar stayed silent for a while on the Wells. Yeah.
Carl, I need you back. Carl. I need his wife to leave him alone.
He has to unmute.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'll do.
Carl.
You may have to text him, Minister, if you have his number. Okay, we're going to move on, fam. Again, tomorrow will be Nolan Wells. I want to say his 19th birthday. On the 19th. And I know this has got to be a tough birthday for his mom. Not got to be. I know it is. I can't, like I said, I can't imagine. And just prayers of peace, love, and comfort continue to go out to that family and everything that they have been going through. Yes, even some of his quote unquote friends blaming her, Miss Christine, Nolan's mom, for the attacks and making this issue, I guess, racially polarized, when all she's been doing is asking the same question any mother would ask, Minister. And that's what happened to my baby. What happened to my baby? So the NAACP has now joined the fight and we will check that out.
NAACP is joining the legal team representing the family of Nolan Wells. Wells is the 18-year-old who was found dead along the Mississippi Gulf Coast just last month. He traveled by boat with friends to an island, but he didn't return with the group. This actually happened on July 4th. The search groups found Wells' body 2 days later, and the investigation into his death continues. Joining us right now is Kristen Clark. She's the general counsel for the NAACP. Kristen, thank you so much for your time. So I'm curious what prompted your team to join this investigation.
Yeah, what a tragedy. Nolan Wells should be alive today and with his family celebrating his 19th birthday, which would have been tomorrow. The NAACP is our nation's oldest and largest civil rights organization, and we're proud to stand with this grieving family and stand with Ben Trump in the search for truth and transparency. This family that has been suffering deserves to understand what happened and why their son is not alive today. We're bringing our expertise, our resources, and our full might to help answer the question of what happened to Nolan Wells.
And so, again, we talk about your team joining this investigation. Can you also tell us more about what you'll be doing regarding this Wells case? What exactly are you guys going to be looking into?
We're really focused on the investigation. We're really focused on uncovering witnesses who have information. We're focused on uncovering the facts. Our goal here in bringing our resources to bear is to make sure that we leave no stone unturned. We can't afford to simply sit on our hands and wait for the results of a local investigation that has been incredibly opaque to date. This family is still grieving, and this family, like so many others, deserves nothing short of the truth and full transparency and understanding why their son is not with us today.
And what is it about this case, the Nolan Wells case, that sparks your attention and caused you all to say, okay, this is the case we want to take part in and join in with the investigation?
You know, Black Lives Matter. It's as simple as that. And too often in our country, we see young Black people who are found hanging from trees, who die, who have lost their lives. And we don't see government doing enough. We don't see prosecutors doing enough to unearth the truth. And the NAACP in this moment is committed to making sure that these are names that are not simply swept into the dust bins of history. We will fight for truth and fight for justice and accountability where wanted, but we want to make sure that this family knows that we're with them. Every single day, Nolan's mother wakes up with one question: why is my son not here? And we're committed to standing shoulder to shoulder with Ben Crump and the full legal team to make sure that we're bringing all of our investigative resources to bear in the full might of our organization in the quest for truth.
And Kristen, I think it's important to say that a big part for you all is getting people or someone out there who knows something to come forward, right? So is there anything you'd like to tell our viewers, anything you'd like to say to someone out there who's watching this and maybe has some answers?
Yeah, contact our tip line, contact the NAACP, contact the Ben Crump law firm if you have information. This family deserves to know the truth about what happened and why their son did not return from this trip. And all across the country, we need to be doing a better job at making sure that we are fully investigating these unusual deaths of Black people, and that where appropriate, we're seeking justice and accountability.
Okay, Kristen Clark, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Well, Minister, it sounds like the NAACP is not just stepping up in the Nolan Wells case, but prayerfully some of these attacks on our people, period, though, these unsolved cases, because there are so many. There's so many, it's overwhelming. You're on mute, Minister.
Oh, you muted me?
I think I did. Go ahead.
Okay. Carl, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, we need you. Tell your wife I love her. Tell her, let us have you for 20 minutes, please.
I don't know I'm trying to get my battery is going down on my phone, so it might be out.
No, plug it. Get it.
Okay.
Okay, Minister, your comment?
You also can use a computer. You can use a computer.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what NAACP doing is needed. I agree with them. I hope the Urban League come in and every other league. We have to investigate this. Our wife, our women, and our children is looking for Martin Luther King. They're looking for Malcolm X. They're looking for Nat Turner, Demar Visa, Gabriel Prosser. They're looking for Up United Nations, you come with what you will, Marcus Garvey. They are looking for us to stand up, and we supposed to stand up. Now, all you that's not real men and you little boys and you scary and you coons and shy, I'm not talking to you. May God bless you. So get on the sideline, Clarence Thomason. I'm not talking to you. But the one that believe in God, the one believe in Jesus, Muhammad and Moses and David, Zephaniah and Josiah was 8 years old and was a warrior. And
I don't hear him.
Yeah. You don't hear me?
Keep going, Minister. Mr. Ferris, you may have to exit the studio and come back.
Okay.
You don't hear me again?
Keep going. He's going to leave and come back.
Go and come back. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the devil trying to stop him. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's not right. I'm gonna lead this thing all the way. We're gonna do it professionally, and the Ku Klux Klan, the skinheads, and the Pride Boys, and all of them is gonna know. They're gonna know that we're not playing with them, man. We're not scared of you. We're gonna stop you, man. We're gonna do neighborhood policing, and we're gonna stop you. You've been so damn disrespectful. Is this how you make America great again? Bring the hanging back? That's how you make it great? Y'all are racist. You're animals, and you do not believe in God. The man came on the other day, the Christian pastor, and said, this ain't no Christian state. It can't be. A real Christian, even though it's made up, but a real Christian that believe in Jesus Christ would never do this. So it's not a Christian country. You unalive 20 million Indians, 100 million of us. You dropped the bomb up in Oklahoma in 1921. You dropped one in 1985 in the movement in Philadelphia. The people don't know nothing about it. So again, we have to do what we have to do to protect our wife, our women, and our children. And let me serve you notice, sir, we're going to do it. It's not even a maybe. It's not a maybe. Yeah, I don't work for the devil no more. I work for God. And I'm going to put up 10,000 men. And we are going to keep doing it. In Chicago, we started in Mississippi. Then Chicago. We're not playing with y'all. We are going to do this. And you are not going to stop us. Yeah. We're going to be neighborhood police officers. Yeah. So we're going to have enough money. We're putting millions of dollars. We'll have people writing our checks that's qualified. They've been running banks. And we're going to open up our own private bank, our own private finance company, our private finance company, bank, credit union. So again, we're building our own city. We're going to have our own water company. We're going to grow our own food. We got over 100,000 acres. We got 194 farmers. So, Carl, we are going to be self-sufficient like our brothers and sisters right there on Bel Air. They got $12 billion that comes in. 94% of their money stay in their neighborhood. Number 6% go out. 94% of our money go out every week. Don't but 6% stay in. So we are labelistic. You know, we want the shoes, the belt, and this little junk I got on. This is for me to draw the youth to me because I got a hip hop church. There's no other reason I've had this on. There's no other reason I've had this on. I'm drawing the people to me where I can take them to God. The church of hip hop, the children think they're hip, so I hop them over to Jesus. And there it is. There it is. I got their cap, I got their glasses, I got their necklace, everything they got, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not saying it. Because sag and still black is a racial epithet word. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do everything we can to protect our wives, our women, and our children. And Carl, I'm so glad you're here. What would you like to say before we play the next clip?
Well, I mean, you hitting the nail on the head. We definitely need more black men to step up and just be head of the house and head of the community. I agree with what you said about some of the churches. We need to stand up with that many churches, like you mentioned earlier, and no credit union. We had preachers like, and I know you remember Reverend Leo Daniels when he was alive. He was all into credit unions and banks and building community. We hadn't had that type of man to go forth like that in 30, 40 years. So we need people to step up because you're right. We should have our own banks and credit unions and community situations where we can invest back into our community.
Right. Pastor Kirby John Caldwell, if he'd have listened to me, because I told him, I said, brother, you can't trust them people around you. Whoever came to you and told you Chinese bond, you supposed to dial 911 on them. You were too intelligent. Let somebody drag you way to Sweetport. You don't do that, man. On them crumbs, you got 3,000 people. You built two community
Corinthian Point.
Corinthian Point 1 and 2.
Right.
You got 5 charter schools. Then you had Texas Children's Hospital
On the border of Texans.
Yeah, and then you had the. I mean, come on, Kirby John. I mean, come on, baby. I love you, man. But you got to listen to somebody been there and done that. I've been there and done that. You got feds around you talking about they're your friend. You got to clear your house out. Whoever came to you about them Chinese bond, you need to get them arrested, get them off your property, and get them away from you. That's the man work for the feds. That's what they do. They did Nat Turner the same way. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, what's the name, stood on the side and pulled his towel, made sure yeah, man. We got the book right here, William Tell. Jesse Jackson. Yeah, man. So again, I'll always be informant in the house. That's why I pick the people around me. I vet the people around me because I'm doing the greatest work I ever did in my life. So I don't need no snitches, dry snitches, house Negroes, coons around me because I work for God. I don't know what. Go after Donald Trump. He anti-Christ. Go after him. I'm sitting here working for God, so you can't get to me. You can't get to me because I'm gonna vet you. I'm gonna vet you. I'm gonna know everybody you know, your wife, your mama. We'll have a track on your phone. When you talk, we're gonna hear you. So you ain't gonna get to me. Get it out your mind. If I could do it with the devil, they ain't catch me with an aspirin. You can't get to me. All my houses wide up, bars on. You don't know where I'm at. You don't know what I'm driving. And I got 13,000 habit-making angels with me. So again, I will be the winner. Carl Farris, me, and all the thousands of men. We got great men that are ready to do a great job. Show the next film. Let's go. Let Carl see how we do it. Catherine.
I'm right here. Thank you. Okay, I'm just trying to see where we're going to take this next. Okay, as we said, there is a prayer visual. I will try for Nolan and the success of the trial and the investigation and showing his family great mercy. And in spite of the enemies blocking every attempt for them to find truth, that they not only find peace, but find peace in the truth. whatever that may be.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen.
But we will go ahead and we're going to go ahead and play some of Dr. Umar's thoughts.
Al Sharpton needs to switch the march from Washington, D.C. to Mississippi. And it should be 4 days, Art. It should be 4 days, Art. We should march in Senatobia, Mississippi one day for baby Cohen, who was shot and murdered by the police in the Walmart parking lot. We got to march for baby Cohen, who was shot by the police in Senatobia. We have to march in Cleveland, Mississippi for our brother Trey Reed, who was unalived September 15th, 2025, hanging from a tree on Delta State University campus in Cleveland, Mississippi, September 15th, 2025. So we need to march in Cleveland, Mississippi. We need to march in Senatobia, Mississippi. We need to march in Jackson, Mississippi, because what just happened in Jackson on Monday, Art? A black woman, 28, 29 years old, Tasia Fortune, was found hanging from a tree. Monday, Art, 4 days ago, a black woman was found hanging from a tree in Jackson, Mississippi. And check this out, Art. They said her corpse, her body, had been hanging from the tree for 3 to 4 days, Art. 3 to 4 days, her body was hanging. It gets worse, Art. It gets worse. They said they had to use a ladder. They had to use a ladder to go up on the tree and get our sister Tasia down. And guess what the Mississippi State Medical Examiner ruled it, Art? Guess what she ruled it? The same thing she ruled Trey Reed's death as: suicide. Let me ask you a question, Art. How many black people you know hang themselves from trees? I don't know no black person who have ever taken their life by hanging themselves from a tree. In fact, it's almost impossible to hang yourself from a tree. In fact, black people have been hung from trees by white people for over 200 years. So you mean to tell me the very method that has been used to take our lives at the hands of white people, we are now taking the method ourselves, Art. We are now taking the method ourselves, Art, and we're going to hang ourselves with a noose the same way white people used to hang our ancestors. Who does that make sense to?
And that's where he ended it. Minister?
Did you hear that call? What's going on? Carl, you didn't hear it? You didn't hear that? He can't hear me. Well, my beloved, Dr. Umar is a truth teller. Dr. Umar investigates stuff before he come out and speak. He has a tape for about 1 hour and 15 minutes on Nolan Wells and Prove. I watched about 30 minutes of it. I'm watching the rest of it probably tonight. He proved beyond the shadow of a doubt the things that happened. He's on point with what we said, and he showed me some other stuff that I missed. So again, my beautiful, it's sad that we are not able to take our wife.
It's all stuff that you asked for. I'm just using, I don't use it for me.
I got it. You keep going.
So it's sad that it's this. This is what we're going to deal with. This is what we're going to deal with. Prayers of a godly woman. We have to pray now. And we have to bring our wives, our women together. We have to do this. If we don't save our people, we're not men of God. We have to save our wife, our women, and our children. And if we don't do that, we are not men of God. Carl?
It came right.
Carl?
Okay.
He can't hear me. Okay. You can't hear me, Carl?
Okay, well, we're going to go to this next clip by Dr. Umar, and then hopefully Carl will be able to join us at that time.
Insinuate that Nolan's life was taken because I do not believe he accidentally drowned. If he drowned, he was forcibly drowned. And we'll get to that in a minute. If Nolan drowned, he was forcibly drowned. He did not accidentally drown. He was a great swimmer. Miss me with the nonsense. That boy did not drown. If he drowned, it was by force.
Okay, and that's in keeping with what we have always thought.
Wait, ain't no thought that I said it. I'm the first one told it was homicide. I'm not trying to be funny. Look, man, I've been in the system. I know when somebody done something. And when they brought the phone back, and the keys, and then I found out from Dr. Umar that they talked to the mother, and they never told the mother they had the keys or the phone, because they were still cleaning the phone out. They so ignorant, they should have hurried up and cleaned it out, but they went to the club first. I don't know if they went to one or two, but I know they went to one. And when they asked him about where Nolan was, they said, "Man, we want to talk about it." What you mean you don't want to talk about it? What you mean you don't want to talk about it? Because we don't want to be guilty. Be guilty of what? They gave themselves up the first night, not the second night. Don't you know if that's somebody's my best friend and we go to an island together, you think I'm going to come back and I ain't on the search crew? I'm going to be on the search crew. 2-3 days. I come home a day and go back. I'm going to be on the search crew. I'm looking for my brother. They didn't go to his funeral. And all of them lawyered up immediately. And one of them got a lawyer that used to be with Trump, like we give a damn. What that mean? Like we give a damn about a lawyer from Trump. Bring him on. Bring him on. My number, sir, is 281-896-8215. He ain't about nothing. This is a homicide. This is systemic racism, and all four of them boys did something. And I'm almost sure, I can't put my life on it, that woman has something to do with this. I'm telling you, because the boy used to go with her, then all of a sudden Nolan with her. They didn't go out there to unalive Nolan. This happened through something happening. And that's why the little girl, you heard what that little girl said. What you heard that little girl say on the boat?
Don't die.
Oh, now you remember. Right there. They were faking about the boat sinking. Man, stop. A real man, stop. So what they did, the grandfather called in. The grandfather called in TikTok and told the police, "That's all with. I got it taken care of. I own the boat. He's trying to make time, man, to find out what they was gonna do with this boy. And then what the boy named Burt, what's his name?
Bart.
Why did Bart lie and say he wasn't there? And he's a doctor and want to be an NFL kicker, so he got a lot of money coming. So he don't want to be nowhere close to that island. So, man, please, miss me with that buffoonery. Yeah. Okay, why they take all his body parts and then send him to D.C.? They knew when they sent him to D.C., it was going to be inconclusive. Wasn't nothing there to check. They took all his body parts out. Can you hear me?
Of course.
I'm telling y'all, this is a homicide. This is not what I think. This is what I know. It's a homicide. Systemic racism. And they are going to prison. They are not going to get away. I don't care how much money this white judge got. They going to prison. Every one of them had something to do with it. I don't know who played what role, but all four of them played a role. Let's go.
Okay, well, here's a clip from the family friend that went and retrieved the phone from Nolan's quote unquote friends. And she's telling what she had to go through to get to the phone. And this was from Willie D Live. So thank you, Willie D.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Well, what do we have here? Nolan Wells family member who says that she is the woman who went to retrieve his cell phone on behalf of his mother and father. Yeah, fam. This is cold-blooded. Check it out.
And they sent me to his house, which that boat had never even been in the water. Wyatt did. I never even really talked to Warren. The whole time I was in the house, I spoke with Wyatt. Wyatt is the one who had the phone that supposedly was in his truck or whoever. But Wyatt is who I talked to. I never talked to Warren. I'm not sure why Warren is doing that. But I turned the camera around directly on Wyatt and told my sister. Outside somewhere. They said it was in the truck. I'm not sure where it was at. It took them at least 15 minutes to bring me the phone. By this time, the boys will start, because Wyatt started getting jazzy at the mouth. So my son, Jalen, was like, hey, you better watch your tone. Like, don't get smart, my mama.
Right.
Because we trying to see what Nolan, because we trying to figure out why y'all see y'all ass up here chilling and Nolan missing. So that's when I asked again, where's the phone? She's gone. That's when he told me she was going to get it. I said, oh, she must have to go back to Horn Island truck outside. Now, mind you, we had to pass all the cars to walk in the house. It's just it's a bunch of lies. I don't feel the need to, like I said, when they go to the mentioning Javon, I'm going to say and stand up behind mine every single time. As far as me and that nudge and shit, I don't feel the need to explain anything to any of y'all.
And that's that. This is a woman who allegedly went to retrieve the phone. Now, I'm not sure who wrote this, but in the same post that I saw on TikTok, somebody who identifies as Ali B. Now, this person don't have a picture. There's no picture at all. That's not even an avatar picture, not even a picture of a truck or a bicycle for the profile pic. But they go by Ali B, B-E-E. And it reads, care for the correct timeline? Let's go. 1, boys on the island having fun, etc. 3:30 p.m., altercation between Trayston and someone. 3:40, fight between Warren's brother Carter and some guys on the island. Warren leaves to get his brother. Around 4 p.m., Jax is advised he better leave Horn Island because of the fight, and possibly MDMR showing up. MDMR is Mississippi Department of Maritime Resources. Warren comes back with Carter, gets on the boat, looks around and sees Nolan and Katie cuddling in the water. He then hears Wyatt call Nolan to get in the boat, not because of the bilge pump, but because of panic. The pump was fine here. They all get on the boat and speed off. They make it to the northern tip until they notice the pump is broken. They call everybody, Mom, Grandpa, Cito, and something happens to Nolan around the exact time frame. Warren is covering for his brother. He is purposely leaving out the reason why they left and misspoke when he claimed that Wyatt called Nolan because of the pump. He didn't. Wyatt called Nolan because they were in a hurry to leave before MDMR shows up. So make of that what you may, fam. This is a lot of people. There's a lot of people who are commenting on this case, and people are leaving all types of statements online. It's really hard to decipher what to believe. But one thing about it is, Nolan was murdered. There ain't no way around it, fam. There's no way around it. If he had drowned, the evidence would have supported it very early on. It would have been really simple. He drowned.
Stop it. Yeah, stop it.
According to the people,
Willie D, I'm the first, and you came behind it, and brother Dr. Umar. I have to salute you, Willie D, from the Ghetto Boys. I love you, brother, for being bold enough to speak the truth. It was a homicide. It was a homicide. Everybody playing with this. I'm not going to play with y'all. We know what y'all did. Y'all going to prison. Ain't no getting around this. You ain't going to buy your way out of this. You all y'all passports need to be taken. You're not getting away with this. This is worse than George Floyd. because y'all trying to cover up this boy played 3 sports. Y'all supposed to be his friend. And believe me, I believe it was over a woman. Because they just said they seen him in the water with her. So I don't know what's going on, but y'all lying and inconsistency. Then you take the phone, then you take his keys. Then you delete the phone. What did you delete? Why are you deleting stuff on his phone? And how you get his phone? Oh, you got his phone when something happened to him? Your lie ain't gonna work. Katie's saying one thing, you saying another one. And now we found out it's Bark, right? Bark. Okay, she doing something. So God, I think Bark used to go with her. And some kind of way Nolan wound up with her. I don't know if he knew or what. I don't know what happened. But you can believe something happened. And we are going to find it out. And I'm going to have them 10,000 people in Mississippi. Y'all going to stop this lynching. It's coming to an end. Brother, Willie D, you own it, brother. May God bless you. May God keep you. Let's go.
Okay. And I guess next we'll go ahead and transition.
No, let him go. Let him go.
I'm sorry. My apologies. More from Willie D, fam.
Who lives in that area, they say it would be almost impossible to drown in that shallow water. And then especially when you consider how great of a swimmer Nolan was. Then when you consider how nobody saw him go into the water, with all of those hundreds of people on the island, nobody saw him go into the water. Nobody saw him slip, buzz his head, fall overboard. Nobody saw him choke him. Saw him getting choked. Nobody saw him getting punched, kicked. Nah, fam. Something's going on here. Something's going on. We're going to get to the bottom of it. One way or the other. Yeah. The youngsters who are involved, I think they thought that this was going to be a textbook murder and they were going to be able to get away with it. They thought there would be no pressure.
That's what they thought.
Next thing you know, pressure knocks at the door. And it don't even wait for you to allow them to come in. It pushes its way through the door and demands justice. Nolan Wells was murdered. When somebody gets murdered in the good old United States of America, we, the American people, expect consequences. Yeah, there you go. We, the American people, expect consequences. 100%. We expect consequences. We expect somebody to pay. We expect the family to get justice. And we expect those who are tasked with making sure that justice is served do their jobs. That's all. That's all. And that's all the family has been asking for. They've been asking for justice, and they want to know what happened to Nolan. I think it was very telling when Trayston spoke, when he was talking to Tatum, and Trayston said that if Nolan was here, he would want answers. Why would he need answers if it was an accident?
Uh-oh.
If he accidentally, why would he need answers?
Uh-oh.
He said Nolan would want justice. Well, justice for what? According to y'all, he drowned. That's your story, and you're sticking with it. Y'all better be glad I'm not one of the investigators. You better be glad. You better be glad you got yourself a good white supremacist governor. Better be glad I'm not the governor. Ooh-wee, man, I'd use all my powers to bring. I'd cut all that uncivilized mud activity out. Day one, I set a mandate. Okay, we about to start doing some real investigative work. We're about to really start working for the people, all people. Because I'm going to tell you something. White supremacy not only hurts black people and other brown people, but it also hurt white folks. Yeah. Even the ones who are not involved in like actively, practicing their white supremacy, right? Even the ones who think that they can just be silent, and silent is complicity. You know what I'm saying? Silence is complicity. So for the ones who are just tired of hearing about stuff like that, it hurts y'all. Because if these uncivilized mutts are not out here uncivilizing, then you don't have to hear my voice in regards to these type of matters.
Come on, man.
But as long as this type of stuff is happening, we gonna speak on it. Y'all want us to be silent so y'all can be comfortable. It don't work like that.
No, it don't. No, it
Well,
don't.
you should be. What I find it funny that people who take exception to the people who are in support of justice being pursued in this Nolan Wells case and somebody going to jail, I find it interesting how they have so much angst for people who are in support of Nolan Wells, but they don't have they don't have zero for the people who might be involved with his death. It is extremely revealing when somebody attacks the innocent parents of a deceased child because they don't like the idea of them asking questions and making the residents of the community uncomfortable. They're more uncomfortable with the parents of a deceased child asking questions about their death than they are the people who might be responsible for causing that death. Uncivilized mutt's gonna uncivilize mutt. What say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Willie D just gave a wonderful way of thinking the truth and enough evidence to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was a homicide. They took his life. And Ben Crunk and Al Sharpton and them, I love both of them. Mr. Crunk, I know you personally. You got to take that march to Mississippi. I'm not going nowhere toward no Washington, D.C. And I'm going to ask everybody else not to go. We don't need to go no Washington, D.C. For what? We need to go to Mississippi where they did it at. Where they did the 1-year-old child at Walmart. Where they put the sister on the tree. There's no meaning in D.C. What you ain't got to, you can bring the law enforcement with you, everything. We need to go to Mississippi. And like Brother Umar said, 4 days. And these children deserve it. They deserve it on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you can't get 4 days, 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We need to do this, man. Please don't take that thing to D.C., man. Don't do that. Go to Mississippi where it happened, where we can stop these racist individuals because they are no good, man. They are no good. They are no good. And God is upset about what they're doing and got 2,000 unresolved cases. Mississippi is the worst state in the United States. I'm able to say that now with all the evidence I got. They're the worst. And you got some black folk in Mississippi that built them a little town somewhere, and they doing good. I'm scared for them, but y'all need to get you some police. Get you some police, some neighborhood police. You can do that. It's legal. Don't trust them people, man. I'm telling you. They sick. Racism, let me deal with that. Racism is systemic. It's a hatred someone has to teach you. It's not automatic. It's a hatred someone has to teach you to tell you that person is this and that and this and that. I won't say the racial epithet words because it's not, y'all not words for me to say that. And that's where we at. That's exactly where we at. And Willie D did a great job. We got anything else we need to play, my beautiful?
Yes, we do. Before we wrap up, we do need to touch on Karmelo Anthony.
Let's do it.
Because while some families are asking whether truth was fully investigated, Karmelo supporters are asking a different question. And that was justice itself handled fairly? As you know, we considered this to be a judicial lynching because they use powerful and controversial phrase to describe what they believe happened in the courtroom. Tonight, we're just not repeating the phrase. We're asking why they used it, what happened during that, and what happens next. So honestly, what happens next is that there is more court proceedings tomorrow and Friday, the 19th and the 20th. And let me play this short clip to explain what's going to happen in his case next.
I know it's been quite a quiet lately. The Karmelo Anthony motion for recusal hearing and motion for new trial is scheduled back to back next week, August 19th through and August 20th at 8:30 in Collin County. We will be in the building bright and early. We plan on going live. We plan on asking questions, talking to people, just laying our eyes on and getting the feel on what's really going on in this Karmelo Anthony case. So y'all can check into, we should be live on YouTube, Facebook, every platform that we could go live on. We plan to go live on. We look forward to Russell Wilson and his team putting on a good argument for Karmelo Anthony, why this Judge Roach should be recused and why the case should be granted for a motion for new trial. Again, send us your questions, email us your questions. We want to answer whatever questions you may have about the Karmelo Anthony general criminal law. We want to be able to answer that. Drew, what are you looking forward to most in going to the Karmelo Anthony motion hearings next week?
Some answers, man. Hopefully some kind of resolution. You know, although I need you guys to remember, this is the first step of the appeals process. This isn't the appeals process. This is the first step of the appeals process. So I believe Wednesday, you have the recusal hearing, right? That's going to be presided over by another judge. And then the following day, you have the motion for new trial hearing. And I believe that's going to be Judge Roach, ain't it?
If he's not recused.
If he's not recused, it's gonna be Judge Roach.
It'll be Judge Roach.
You know, the Anthony family has you know, asked the community to come support. Has asked you guys to be present. I think that's very important. You know, just even if you got to sit in the overflow room, man, come on out here and see how this stuff is going on. See what's going on in the world, because you know, it's different when you're there and the atmosphere and it's going on and you just hearing what somebody got to say about it. You know, so if you are truly a supporter of Karmelo getting justice, then we'll see you Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, one of the key contentions that the appeals team has brought up in their motion for new trial and motion to recuse Judge Roach is the fact that he limited the public's access to the trial. If this is supposed to be a fair and transparent process, why did he shut down the access to how many people could be in the courtroom? He didn't have an overflow room. He didn't allow the cameras in. He knew that this is going to be a highly publicized and contentious case, but he limited the people's ability to know what was really going on. And I seen that this week, the appeals team, Russell Wilson and his team subpoenaed the court's media guy. Now, why a court need a media guy, I don't even know, but I'm sure he know all the shenanigans that the court could be up to when it comes to limiting what the public really know about what's going on. I think Russell Wilson gonna call him out and cross-examine him tough on what he was told to do by this judge to making sure the public didn't have access. That may be key in getting him recused in this motion for new trial. I know it's been quite a quiet lately. The court.
Well, pause that. So that's a brief update from the not guilty boys. They are attorneys out of Dallas, Fort Worth area that have been watching this case very closely. So, fam, when they say to recuse Judge Roach, that is to remove Judge Roach from being Karmelo's judge, and then that's tomorrow. And then the following day, that's when they'll submit their motion for a new trial. So that's why they have to get rid of the Roach first, and then they can probably have better success getting a new trial. I don't know why it would be hard, Minister. It seems like the judge has really and not being able to preside fairly over this case. So there we go.
Wasn't no fairness nowhere on earth with the whole case. Was a kangaroo courtroom. Once the judge told him to rush to come up with a verdict, the case was over with then. The judge let everything in. He let 21 inconsistencies in. The judge knew for a fact that the DA and the lawyer worked together. So why would you let a DA and a lawyer used to be in the same law firm? That's a conflict of interest. Why would you do it? So this whole thing, then when the judge figured he was going to lose his job with all the stuff he did, he retired where he could try to keep his pension. So again, this whole thing was a kangaroo courtroom, and there wasn't no jury of his peers. And that's why they didn't film it or nothing. If you're going to film OJ, you can't film that. He didn't film it because he didn't want him to see all the dirty stuff he was going to do. So again, this boy was, they did him bad. They did him real bad. And we are going to get him, and soon. Yes, he should have a new trial. That's beautiful how you had it. Yes, he should. TikTok. Look at that TikTok.
Okay, fam. Well, we're good. We talked about a lot tonight, fam. Again, like, subscribe, share and comment on whichever platform that you're watching us from, so that we can, again, keep these stories in the algorithm, keep them present. Don't let them get trampled over and forgotten. And to all those families who are fighting for justice, and those who are gotten a little bit of justice but need more answers. Oh my gosh. And those of you who are grieving, our prayers from the Johnny Binder Show go out to you. Our prayers of comfort and peace. May God be with you all. May God be with us all. It's a lot to deal with, fam, but we can do it. So with that, I say I love you. Peace and blessings.
Showtime.
Beautiful, proud. I must be respected. I must be protected.